Alright, started the recording. So this is the two halves back for the post-match reaction. I'm Ryan.
Almeria.
What's up? What's up?
That was a crazy game. I actually was not expecting that at all. It was so it was a tough game. It was tough. This is a team just out of relegation, so that tells us how strong La Liga really is. It's really crazy.
Okay. It was. I mean, I'll say this. The relegation part was definitely a relegation. The promoted part was definitely the one that caught me to see a team this good and with some players that I was really impressed about. But I feel like Real Madrid does this, right? Against the lower level teams that you expect, oh, they're gonna crush them, right? That like in the Premier League, if this was like Man City or Liverpool going against one of the teams that just got promoted, you'd expect the same thing, like a 6-0 score. But Real Madrid always, for some reason, struggles to find the points.
Yeah, yeah. It just sucks. It sucks. But I mean, this time around, it was more like. The midfield wasn't, as you called it. I thought it was gonna be fine, but you were like, damn, that midfield looks suspect. Like
Yeah,
I don't know,
yeah.
I don't
Wait, our
know. And
our midfield or their midfield?
I was at the start of the game.
Oh yeah, cause I mean, all right, I have to be honest. Did Chouameni do anything?
Not really, not really.
I felt like
I
throughout the entire
well,
game, I barely ever saw him touch the ball.
I mean, one thing I must say is that defensively, he knows how to get the ball. He reminds me of you know, like like uh he's really good defensively, and he gets a lot of interceptions, and he gets a lot of loose balls in the midfield, which is great. So, I mean, I've seen that, but apart from that, his passing is okay. It's not all that, but
Mm-hmm.
maybe we got him for his potential, but for now, he seems pretty average.
That yeah, I didn't see that maybe he's still getting used to the team or something. It's his first
Yeah.
day, he's nervous, whatever it was. I was like, I'm sorry, but Chouameni, I haven't seen anything that like was super impressive, right? Kamavinga, on the other hand, I was surprised he was the first person to be subbed off. I felt like everything was going through him.
Same, but the thing about him was that he kept getting caught out of position, and he was all over the place, and we lost our shape, our structure, and you have to play as a team. If
Yeah,
one of the team members go, and it's like it is a problem because your shape becomes imbalanced, and instead of having, let's say, two guys in midfield, uh, you know, in front of the defense, because you ran up top. Now it's only one, and nobody saw that you were gonna do that because you just randomly did it. And now it's like an imbalance when they attack us, when
no,
they
yeah, definitely.
counter attack. Yeah.
But I mean,
But
that's
um, but I'm glad we got the win.
That's the
Uh,
important part, the win. Yeah,
it was
obviously.
tough,
But
but
with a performance like this against a team that just got
no, it was
promoted,
not
you
good.
expect us. Yeah, of course, that's what it is. But then again, we weren't playing like that's I. We always do this against the teams that we feel like, oh no, we should crush them. So let's play some players that are subs. They should probably get more time. But
Mm.
like then we do this, and it's just like, what is our subs doing? What is our B team like without the main trio of like Casemiro, Cruz, and Modric in the middle? How are we expected to win anything? Because they don't like we can't trust all the other players. So
Yeah.
it's just one of those things where it's like if we did play our best team from the beginning, would it have made that big of a difference? Would we have gone and won it like 3-4 to 1-0 maybe even or like
I think
even
so.
sooner?
I think so because I felt like it's all the issues was with the midfield. Like they did not, control the game. You have to control it. You can't just let stuff be, you know, and like just let the other team just come and just dictate what's happening. You have to
No, for
control it,
sure.
and
But
that
they're
stems from the midfield.
But their front two, Sadiq and Ramazani, bro, nasty
Yeah, they were
players.
nice.
I was so
They were nice.
surprised. So good.
And also, I don't know if you realize they were big dudes. They were
Yeah,
big
yeah,
dudes.
yo, yo.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah, but there's a reason why, for example, players like Nacho is a sub, right? And Vasquez as well, because they just don't offer as much as to the defense as Militao
Yeah,
and Alaba do. Because man, once
yeah,
Alaba
yeah,
came in, it
yeah.
was a big. I mean, all right, let's talk about all right, real quick, just the transitions. I gotta work on them, right? But it's just like the goals,
It's
right?
okay.
That Alaba
It's
goal,
all
bro,
good.
that was incredible.
That was nice. Like
So,
I I kind of had a feeling it would happen though. And I kind of had a feeling.
you think
I
so?
was
I
like,
was
oh
hoping it.
man, it
Because
would be
usually
so
I know
good.
that Cruz was supposed to be the one to take the free kicks, but then he didn't. And I was like, is Alaba going to take it? I was like, oh, first touch, is he going to do it? Yo, amazing. It only could have been better if it was in the top right corner. And
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
goalie
But
could
it
have
was
done so much more than what he did. Because he didn't even go for the dive. He just like, I guess
he
he
didn't see
assumed
it
the ball
coming.
was going to go out. And the next thing you know, the ball's behind him in the net.
It was good. It was good. I was so happy, man. And
Yeah,
that's like how we win the game. So that's like so cool.
yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's nice.
It is very
But
nice. You wanna? Yeah. My girl wants
uh,
to say hi, and
hi.
this is
Hi.
Oh my God.
hey, let's calm down. And this is Maya.
Maya.
Yeah, my little baby dog.
Did you tell him I said hi?
I just did. Yes, Celeste says hi.
Yeah, tell her I said hi.
He says hi back.
Tell him I look ugly right now.
He what?
I look ugly.
Oh, she just woke up from a nap. She's fine. Check the pasta. I'm making dinner right now,
I
some
will.
chicken and
Oh,
pasta stuff like
nice,
that.
nice. That's
But
good.
so yeah, so Sadiq Ramazani,
Wait, the whole
Iguaras who
box,
came
right?
in,
The whole box, right?
as much as fits. Iguaras. I'm trying to remember the subs that came that were really good. Lasso and Kuru, amazing. Kaiki
Yeah,
and Babic,
yeah.
they're two defenders. They just bought. They like just got them in this transfer window. So to start off against Real Madrid, you know that means that for them they're that good that they want them to continue starting for the rest of the season.
Yeah, they have a pretty good team. I
I
listen.
don't see them getting relegated if this is the way that they're playing.
I don't see them getting relegated either. They are playing like a solid team in La Liga,
Mm-hmm.
and that's surprising. Straight out of Division Two.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah, no,
excellent.
like, good for them, but it's good. Better for the La Liga. More competition,
Yep,
better
yep,
better
yep.
games. I mean, Barcelona couldn't even win against Real Vallecano, right? So like,
Oh, they lost that game.
well, tied 0-0. They had held to a zero game to points, no point, 1 point.
That's
So
crazy. So
it's a good start
early,
for us, right?
and they spent money.
Yeah, they spent a
They spent
lot of
money
money.
that they have to hope it works out for them. But I just want some teams to beat, some strong teams, so we don't, like regress in the Champions League because you need to have a strong domestic league to be able to win the Champions League. You need to maintain your shape and maintain,
Hmm.
your level.
Yeah, I'm looking at
Yeah.
the lineup right now that Barcelona had there. Christensen in the back. I mean, Pedri and Gavi in the middle with Busquets, which I'm sorry, Busquets, he's outlived his time at Barcelona.
Yeah, he needs
Um,
to go. That makes no sense that they still have him.
and then the top was Rafinha, Lewandowski, and Dembele. And Busquets got a red card.
Shit.
They subbed in Ansu Fati, Frankie de Jong, Kessie,
How,
Aubameyang.
how is how has Fati been playing?
Pretty good. I mean, I didn't end up watching this game. I was busy yesterday, but
Yeah,
like
I didn't either.
Fati at the end of the season and even during the preseason, I think he's good. Like his fitness, we'll see. That's the big determination with him because skill and talent wise, he's amazing. He's
Yeah,
the future star striker for a Spain team, right? But like, if he can maintain that fitness, that not even the fitness necessarily, right? But like injury prone. I just hope he just doesn't get
yeah.
injured again.
Yep. I'm actually very impressed with Vinicius in that aspect.
Yes, dude,
He maintains
incredible.
himself.
He
He really
just
does, and that's how you become good because you have to play the games. You have to gain the experience. If you don't play, if you always hurt, you don't gain the experience. It's like the time passed, but you didn't learn anything new because you were not playing.
He came.
But
Yep,
the
he's come
minutes he
straight into
played
this
the
season, and
most,
you can
they
tell.
went the most. Yep,
I'm excited to see how many more goals he'll be able to get this season. Honestly.
same.
But
Yes.
what else? It's because I wrote some notes from here. Let's see. I love Valverde. I mean, I feel like Valverde is always even before when we first got Valverde and we were starting to play him, he was like the heart of the team. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
just
he
whenever
really
he,
was.
I so to see him come back and just like retake that, I love it. He is a starting right winger, even though it's not his natural position.
He,
Although I think he
he
trained.
really is.
I think he trained playing right winger, man. He was making some crosses and
Hey,
cut-ins. He definitely trained to
he
keep that
plays
position.
it. He plays it better than Asensio and Rodrigo. And I'm like, it's not even some crazy thing to say because he's the one starting instead of them.
Yeah,
So, man, listen, him like that's his position. I would not take that away from him,
not at all,
and
not at all.
he deserves to be on this lineup.
I'm
He
happy
really
having him
does.
there for reals. No, yeah,
Yeah,
of course. Because then you know what it does too? It frees up one more spot in the midfield also, with for another
true,
player to get in the future.
true, true.
Let's see, what else do I got here, man? Hazard coming in for Chouameni of all people,
Good. Yeah,
playing.
but he's good. He's looking good.
What position was Hazard technically even playing? Because
I
we
think he
still
was playing Cam behind Benzema, I think,
Benzema.
no?
Benzema and Hazard, they have similar mindsets. Like they play
They
off
do.
each other really well. It's a shame that I feel like if Hazard was still the same old Hazard of old, him and
They would
Benzema would have
establish.
destroyed La Liga like easily
They would.
together.
They really would. They really would. And then you put Vinicius in the middle of those two tricky players. It is a scary mix. It really
Yeah.
is.
No, yeah. So
But
it's we'll
sad.
see if he can regain any of his new old form this season.
Yep, yep. It'll be good.
Another thing, man, the same routine as last year as well. We only score in the second half. Our
Yeah,
goals don't come
yeah.
in the first half. Like it just like I would just love for us to by the first half be winning and be like, oh yeah, no, we got this in the bag. But it's always such a struggle for us. We build into the game, like we're very good at. I don't even know. It's like we don't. I mean, against teams like Almeria, right? Like we were very offensive the entire game, right? Like we were dominant the entire time. But then other teams like in the Champions League against Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, we absorb the pressure and then we counterattack. So then when we face a team that does the exact same back to us, it's like we don't know what to do. And then we get caught in open spaces and we have defenders like Mendy going to sleep and letting these balls in.
Yep, yep.
And not even Rudiger. I'm sorry. I'm blaming Mendy for that first goal. Rudiger. All right. Why is Rudiger playing on the right side?
To whatever side he's playing, if he doesn't get his shit together, he's not gonna be playing for because he will have to be.
Oh, bro, you're starting
And
to cut out. It might be the mic again. Because it was working for the most part up until that point, and then it was just like
it might be the mic again. But
perfect.
if if he if he thinks this is it, he's in trouble because he's gonna show up at a home game playing like this. He's gonna get booed,
Oh,
and
hard.
he's not just gonna get booed for like a little bit. He's gonna get booed for like possibly the rest of the season unless he picks it up. We start booing somebody, he's
That's
booed.
it. Yeah.
Like
We're not very forgiving around Madrid as fans.
oh, if it's either you can play or you can't. There's no
It's either
it's
you're the
none of
best or
those
you're
second.
not. That's really what it
Exactly.
is. But
And they will get rid of him by by winter. I'm not even kidding.
yeah, but I don't think we're gonna get to that point. No, not at all.
I
I'm sure he'll, a slip up again. He didn't have the defensive line that he normally would be playing with, right? Like,
true, but I hope he gets better because what he plays like today, that's not Real Madrid
not at all.
level. He played worse than Nacho. If you play worse than Nacho,
That's so true.
Nacho is the bench. He's like the ball.
He's that solid sub. You know what I mean? He's
He's
not
solid.
he'll make some good defenses, but he might make some mistakes at the same time. But for the most part, he'll get the job done.
Yes,
But
and if you're not better than Nacho, then we don't need you.
but I mean, we didn't get Rudiger to be anywhere on Nacho's level. You know what I mean? Rudiger was one of the best center backs, if not the best center back in the Premier League, right? So like,
Supposedly,
yeah. So if he's gonna come to Real
this is not
Madrid,
it.
he's got to come and be our best center back. Period. Right? Honestly, because
Correct.
it's not that Alaba isn't a great center back, but Alaba is a great center back because he's tactically smart and he can move forward. But Rudiger, he's so strong and offensive. He bullies players, and then he kind of brings that hype up to the other players. So
Mhm.
we need that.
True, true. Kind of like a Ramos in a sense.
A bit of a Ramos. It's funny. We've split Ramos up into different players now. Because I said this before. Alaba and Militao remind me a lot of like Ramos and Varane. You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
Ramos was the one that just always knew the right spots to be in, and Varane was like the runner, right, making those like sprints and tackles when he needed to, which is what Militao does. And Alaba is a replacement for Ramos. But then now we add Rudiger into the mix. It's a whole new defense now. Because
Yeah, it's like
we've
a whole
never
new
really
different.
had a Rudiger. He is a monster, Rudiger.
He is. He really is. He really is. But let's hope he gets better because what we saw today was
Yeah,
not it.
yeah, I didn't like it at all either. Trying to see if there's anything else I wanted to say. I mean, we commented Vinny, Valverde. Oh, I heard that Almeria got a half a dozen new signings, so that's interesting.
That's nice.
Um,
It's very interesting.
oh, here's one interesting stat that they mentioned during the game, right? They counted up like how many how many attacks happened through which side of the field, right? So we had 31
Oh
attempts
yeah,
through the
yeah, I
left
remember that.
side, 10 through the middle, and 4 through the right. We are so uh,
Heavy on Vini.
on Vinny, legit. Like everything
He
goes through Vinny for the
he
attack, and not
he
not that
runs
that's
the attack, bro. He
yeah,
he really runs it.
and not that that's bad necessarily, because he does such a great job. But it's almost too predictable. Where if teams know all we got to do is defend Vinny,
Yeah,
then
yeah,
like
true.
I mean, the Valverde's got to step it up basically in a sense, right? Rodrigo or whoever else plays on the right hand side. But I mean, like I don't know. It's not like teams don't know that though. I feel like at this point, like by the middle of last season, teams knew. Oh, Vinny, watch out for Vinny. Champions League, Vinny, watch out for Vinny. And so
True.
it's just he's so good at bringing it to the left, but then it's just like once he's in the left and he's faking left or right, trying to look for that perfect pass. He needs more help. He does,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
and you know what? You're right. Like Mendy, because I know you've said this before. Like he's not up to par. And if like we could find a better person to replace him, I wouldn't be opposed to it. But if we did have Alaba as a left back to
it
help
would be
out
savage.
Vinny, yeah, oh,
It would
it
be
would help him so much
savage.
more. Even if we put Rudiger on the left side, either or, that helps Vinny out to do so much more.
And that left side would be even more dangerous
Mm-hmm.
on the attack
Yeah. Oh yeah.
with Alaba and
Um.
Vini.
I guess we should also say, go Vasquez for that first goal, right?
Yeah, that was good.
The
That was
first
good.
one he got taken away, and then he made it the second goal. But I was surprised because the goal that he made, the first one where Cruz gave that perfect pass, it was such a
I thought it was on side.
yeah. It looked like it was onside at first, but then they showed the line, and I guess his arm was offside, which is still I don't know, it's
Whatever.
dumb
It
to me,
makes no
but.
sense to me, but
Yep, yep. But the goal when he scored finally, that was hard fought because Vinny went for it, missed. Benzema, I believe, went for it, missed, and then finally Vasquez just came
this guy just did it.
running in and found it perfect. So good for him, first
Yeah.
goal of the season for Real Madrid. I hope he gets many more. But it was
Yeah.
definitely very stress-inducing up until that
Yeah.
point to not have scored a goal and been like, come on already! Like, there's no way we're about to lose this first game. So
Oh yeah, it was. Like we could not lose our first game of the season. It doesn't make sense.
yeah,
It doesn't look good.
no, yeah, exactly. So we won though. That's what matters. We got the 3 points, but you know what? We're still not in first place, and that's something that we
Real
gotta
Madrid.
change. Yeah, a la Madrid, bro.
Yep.
But so,
All right.
all right, man. This is good.
Good. It's good.
Another successful podcast. I guess Celeste wants to say goodbye real quick.
Hi. Bye bye.
But
How are
so,
you?
all right, a la Madrid.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing
All
good.
right, hold on. You know what? I'm
It's
gonna stop the
nice to see
podcast,
you
stop the
guys.
recording. But a la
Okay.
Madrid. Until next time.
Hala Madrid.
You can stay on the call though.
Yeah, yeah.